Hello, hello. It's time for Fishing Friends. We were just jamming over here.
Yeah, just jamming out.
How's everybody doing tonight? I see we got Lady Rorschach here already.
And she's so sweet. Oh,
I'm glad you're enjoying the show. We have a lot of fun with it too.
yes.
How's it going, Richard Reynolds? Great to see you. Man, it has been a interesting day for me.
Oh.
I just had a lazy day, and then all of a sudden it's just like, oh man, I got a live stream in a couple minutes.
My stream. Oh no. Yeah. That was like I did a pop up. What was that, last week or was it this past week? I don't know. My days are melding together. Where I did a pop up at my store, and it was funny because right as I was about to start it, a couple walks in, and I'm like, no. So I had to like keep pushing it back, and I'm like, everybody's gonna get mad at me or not be here when I finally do go live, but
yeah,
it turned out.
Oops. Okay, so
that was interesting.
Yeah. How's it going? We got Relaunched Empire. That's a different name than I've seen before.
I think that's Melvin. Used to be
Melvin's Reef?
Mm-hmm.
But that's not saltwater. Those are freshwater fishies.
I don't know.
Quantum Star Aquatics Relaunched Empire. I don't know who it is. We got Jimmy P's Aquariums here too. Always great to have Jimmy P.
Jimmy P.
Jimmy P.
But no. So what happened today? You said it was
interesting. Nothing at all.
Oh, sorry. And then you lost track of time.
I'm just doing, whatever. All of a sudden, it's just like, oh man, I got my live stream real soon. I should probably, get ready for that.
Right. Aw, thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, it is Melvin. He just confirmed.
Melvin. Well, okay. First, it's Melvin's Reef, and then it was
Welvina
Fish Clan. And now it's Relaunched Empire.
Yep. Oh, I didn't. I'll have to make tea after our stream. Got to get all caffeined up for the game night tonight.
Oh, yeah. Going to be an interesting one. I heard
Jimmy P's going to be on it.
Alex from Secret History Living in Your Aquarium is going to be on there, too.
And Jimmy P. And who else is new that's up there? Somebody else new. Steven's going to be there.
Oh, okay.
Somebody else that hadn't been up there yet. Oh, I forgot. I need to message EJ. Today's EJ's birthday.
Oh, well, happy birthday, EJ.
Yeah, I'll have to send her an email.
I've grown to become a nice big fan of EJ.
Mm-hmm.
And EJ seems to like my music a lot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Elizabeth, Florida Fish Rescue. How you doing? Haven't seen you in a while.
So it's funny because I have your parody music on my YouTube playlist because I use music for my music. And it's funny, anytime one of your songs come up, I have to look at my phone. I'm like, is it Danny or is it the real song? Oh, it's Danny. Okay.
Yeah, that's funny. I can't believe people just listen to that stuff all on random though.
I do. I have it on all my playlists. So they pop up randomly. Yep.
need to make some more. I've been really lazy on that sort of thing or whatever. I haven't really been.
Just do it whenever you feel it. Don't force it. Don't force it, because then it's not fun, and then it reflects in the video. So just keep having fun with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely got to keep having fun with it.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Lady Moorcat.
I just realized that I didn't film my setup of my 120 at all. And everyone's like, you should film it. You should film it. I totally didn't.
Yep.
So, yeah. Too late. It's already done.
Yeah, that's kind of how the decline of my YouTube channel happened. I said I was going to like start film everything. And then next thing I know, I like rescaped my little bitty like 2.6 gallon tank and I didn't film it. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
I just slowly stopped filming more and more.
Because I feel like the tripod would get in my way. Like I'd be too frustrated.
Yeah.
And not concentrate on what I'm doing.
I mean, and that can be like a really big hassle sometimes, like doing a task that might take you an hour ends up taking you 3 hours because you want to film the whole thing.
And you got to worry about your angles and your lighting and making sure you're not blocking the camera. And, yeah.
Right. You want to make sure you're using plenty of camera angles and stuff too, because people get bored of looking at the same camera angle all the time. Especially nowadays with people having like a 3-second attention span.
Right.
Okay.
Some history behind it.
Yeah. So now it's relaunched Empire.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
It's difficult when we bite off more we can chew. I get it completely. It takes a lot of prep just to get started on a project, and it takes a lot of time just to plan things out. Yep, exactly.
Oh, right. Like I thought I'd be done with my pond by now and already have fish swimming in it and all that stuff. And it's like I got all set up and filmed that whole like first video, and I did like one live stream of me just digging, but then like I did more digging that I didn't finish on the live stream. But since then I've just had this massive hole in my backyard, and I had a couple kids come by sometime this week and ask if they could mow my front lawn, mow my lawn, and I was kind of getting ready to leave the house. So it's like, well, gosh, you don't really have time or whatever, but tell you what, if you can, you mow my front lawn real quick, I'll give you $20, And they kind of took a look in the back, and the one kid was like, oh, you're building a pond? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, oh, that's cool. What you gonna put in it and stuff? And I just kind of talked to him just a little bit or whatever about it. But it's like, oh man, now there's like a neighborhood kid that's like, super interested in my pond. And so it's like I told him, it's like, you guys come and you knock on my door every couple weeks or whatever. Like you can mow my lawn and you can see my project, my progress on my pond and stuff or whatever,
Yep.
I kind of want to help them, do what they're doing too, because they seemed kind of like actually especially the one kid that was interested in my pond. He also seemed like really interested in actually having a working sort of landscaping business. So I ended up, since there was 3 kids and they all pushed the mower for a period of time, I ended up giving them $30 so they could split it up, $10 for each kid. And the oldest one, they was like, man, like I wish I had a leaf blower or something so I could blow this grass off your driveway and stuff. I'm just like, don't worry about it right now, but you'll get there. Like you got $30 now, you make a couple, $20 from a couple other people, then you got enough money to buy yourself a leaf blower. Then you have a leaf blower, then you get a trimmer, and then once you have those 3 pieces of equipment, you got everything you need for a successful, lawn care business. So you
Yeah.
just got to keep moving forward, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, and you'll get there. Yeah, I love that sort of stuff.
Garcia's here. Hello, hello. Yes, I'm wearing makeup. You just have to lick it off.
Yeah,
I
and
put it
everything's got to take priority too. Yeah, like it's too dang hot to be working on this pond.
It is. Oh my God, it's unrelenting.
I have to water my plants every single day because of how hot it's been. Like every morning I look out and my plants are just like, ugh.
Yep. Like that SpongeBob episode.
And water.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh man.
My lemon tree is looking really, really good, but I don't have any little flowers of like potential lemons yet. Maybe I'll get some. Maybe I'll get some next year. We'll see. But
I think sometimes with those citrus trees, it takes like 2 or 3 years.
yeah, they definitely got to grow a couple of years before they can even get fruits. But it's the size it should be to where it should start producing. But I don't know. We'll see. But I do have my peppers are all producing now, and I have my first Butala scorpion pepper that's almost ready to be picked, and it's a nice big one.
Nice. Big Tank Hank, what's up?
Big Tank Hank is here and lurking. Great.
Yeah,
Big
it was a pretty slow morning today at work. But it picked up. It was a pretty good day. I sold a tank and stand because it was an older couple that came in, I think last week, and they were talking about wanting seahorses, and so I showed them the all-in-one because you can adjust the flow, and everybody's talking about seahorses right now. That's like the new big fad right now is seahorses.
Yeah.
So, yep, they bought the tank and the stand today. They're gonna start setting it up. They're about to go on vacation. Won't get back till like end of September. I was like, that's perfect. That's the best thing you can do is start a tank and leave the house. Like leave it alone and let it cycle. That's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah. I need to, finish working on my saltwater tank and stuff too. That's probably going to be the next big thing after the Triple Crown. Right now that's my focus is the Triple Crown, and seeing what I end up bringing home from the Triple Crown and stuff too, because it's like I don't know what's going to fancy my interest or what I'm going to see there. I've never really had a lot of experience with like killifish, and so I'm definitely gonna be spending some time over with the killifish stuff. I'm probably gonna check out the live bearers and stuff too. Definitely gonna spend some time with the cichlids, though. I'm not gonna take any cichlids home. I know that, like I'm done with aggressive fish, though they're incredibly beautiful.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually really interested in the killifish because, like I said, I don't really have a lot of experience with them. I've seen like pictures and little videos on YouTube and stuff like that, but I've only seen like golden wonder killies in person.
Yeah.
And
wasn't there that killie at the auction that you really, really liked?
There was, there was that killie. I don't remember which one it was. It was like the Australis or something like that, maybe. But
that was really cool.
It wasn't very, very good looking in the bag. Like, it had the potential, definitely. It was like, oh, I know what killie this is, but yeah, like I'm definitely gonna be like doing those talks and stuff, and because I have a feeling like the talks over at the cichlid part of the group are going to be a little repetitive to what I heard from the year prior. Because gosh, there was even this one guy that almost gave the same speech twice, and I feel like I was one of the few people that actually caught on.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, we've heard all these jokes before. You told all these jokes last night. Like, what the hell, man? Like, Are you giving the same speech twice?
Right.
There
You guys,
was definitely some aspects that were different, but it's just like half the speech was exactly the same as the one prior. And so it's just like, oh my God, dude. Like,
yeah. You guys' notes mixed up. He must have dropped his cue cards and they mixed up.
or just, his like starting jokes and stuff to kind of get the speech rolling were just kind of, a lot of them were he told already.
Yeah.
But it was interesting, and it's like I noticed that he still got like the same amount of laughs too. So it's like either the laughs were forced the first time and therefore forced the second time, or like people just really didn't catch on that they had already heard the joke before.
Right. Joe Coffee, what's up?
Joe Coffee. Added Java Ferns into the tank with his albino longfins, Garcia did. That's Java Ferns are great. I love Java Fern. It grows so well in the water that we have here in St. Louis.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I was thinking Brennan and I are going to do a project where we're both going to set up budget saltwater tanks side by side. I'm going to do a 20-gallon. And I'm trying to think of like what nanos to put in there. And I think I might try dwarf seahorses. I think I might do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. There's a couple gorgonias at work that I've been eyeballing, keeping an eye on. And then a sponge and then some macroalgae. I think it'll be dope.
You should pair them with the little the substrate worms like they have at the aquarium.
Yep, the garden eels. Oh my God, half that tank would have to be sand.
Yeah.
Oh my God. 20 long, half of it's sand.
Yeah, like see it. That's something that you don't really get to like see in perspective at the aquarium. Like you just kind of look into this bubble and you see this tank and you see the sand level, like, even with like the bottom pretty much, you don't really know how deep they have that sand bed in that tank.
Right. Yeah.
I do wonder how deep it actually is.
It could be like a whole column tank. And yeah, it could have like 6 inches of sand and you'd never know.
I feel like it has at least 4 or 5 inches of sand for those eels.
Yeah, because the ones we have at work they're all of like 8 inches. We only have like an inch of sand in there, so they're like laying against the bottom. I mean, they have to, but they're not meant to stay there. We're just a temporary house for them. But yeah, they're still there. They poke their heads out every now and then. They're so cute.
They're so great. I love the eels. It's another beautiful day here. Tenny and Gina, I hope you all are well too. Yes.
Yep, we're well.
We are.
Just working. Excited for my day off tomorrow. Oh, speaking of Triple Crown, I'm going to start buying my snacks tomorrow for my road trip. All my own snacks, my road trip snacks. I told Nathan, I was like, I'm going to start buying them the week before, just in case Aldi is out on my, like, whenever I run to Aldi right before I head out. And just in case they're out of anything, I'm going to start shopping for snacks the week before.
There you go. Yeah, I got it. I was texting my sister and my brother, just reminding them, it's like, hey, just don't forget that I'm leaving for Kentucky on the 26th. So I'll be, or on the 27th. I don't know, whatever day I'm heading down. So it's like my sister's like, oh yeah, I remember. My brother was, talking to me about like what I expected of him, because I feel like my brother's job is gonna be a little bit more difficult than like my sister's, even though it's not really difficult at all. My sister's just gonna have my parakeets over at her house, and she's had parakeets before. It's just I just got to make sure that they know that, don't open up the door all the way or whatever, because he might fly out and he doesn't necessarily know you guys. So I don't want to have to worry about trying to get him back into the cage.
Right. Aqua Balls, what's up?
Aqua Balls. But yeah, my brother's gonna actually have to, come over to the house, and all I really want him to do is just make sure that Tundra here doesn't run out of food and water.
Yeah.
Tanks are pretty much going to be able to take care of themselves over the 5 days that I'll be gone.
They'll be fine.
But he's got just as many tanks as I do. I think he feeds his fish a little bit more than I do, but it's just like, even so, it's just like, if he were to feed my fish 1 day, 2 days, whatever, it'd be okay. You stop trying to play with the cat.
Right. Every time.
Oh my God. Lazuli, you're ridiculous.
Every time. Every week.
Come here, Tundra.
Oh.
Okay, well, whatever. Come here. You're not in trouble. I just want you around me, so that if Lazuli's going to fly to you, at least I have a little bit of control over it.
Right.
Ridiculous.
Oh, so cute. Nano's here. Hello, Nano.
The Nano Aquarium guy.
I am just so excited.
Me too. And it's like, it's so close.
So close yet so far.
I know.
Bird's just like, how do I get to the cat? How do I get to the cat?
Oh my goodness.
And work's been picking up a little bit, so I haven't been able to be in live any stream chats during the day usually. I try to pop in, but I can't usually interact too much. Or half the time my earbud is out of my ear because I'm having to interact with somebody.
Yeah.
It's a little distracting to have voices in your ear while you're trying to have a conversation and problem solve with somebody else.
Right. Yeah, I don't really listen to streams when I'm at work anymore, because it's a little bit too distracting.
Yeah. Kimberly Holtz, what's up?
Kimberly Holtz. Or that might be Roland under Kimberly's channel. Sometimes he sneaks in under the wrong name.
Oh.
Either way, it's great to see you Portland peeps. Not Portland. Yeah, Portland. Yeah. They're personal friends of Kenny and Danny. I met them at the ACA last year.
Nice.
And hey, Kim, are you guys planning to come to the Triple Crown? Are you going to be there in Kentucky in a week or and a half?
Joe says the voices in my head get jealous when I'm talking to real people.
Yeah, that's funny.
Which events are you planning to go to? I assume that's supposed to say remainder of the year. No, just the Triple Crown.
Yep. That's all I can do this year is the Triple Crown. I think that's pretty much all the vacation time that I have. And I don't know, I got other stuff that I'm working on. Yeah. Trips and events are cool and all that, but I can only do so much, and I prefer these because they're like educational, and you get to pick out a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah. I'm mostly just going to meet Fish Fam.
Yeah, and Fish Fam and stuff too.
Yep.
I'm really excited to meet the people that don't have a channel.
Yes.
Immediately. Lazuli, what are you doing? Are you suicidal or what?
Kimberly says yes, they are going.
Oh, that's exciting. You're gonna like them. They're a lot of fun, and they're really nice people.
Did you catch that Biz is not going? He canceled.
What?
Yeah. This isn't freaking going. I was making the joke the other night that me and you were gonna hog tie him and throw him in one of our trunks, sneak him down.
Lazuli, stop it! Stop it!
It'll take both of us because he's a big guy. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll have to roofie him.
We'll have to use my brother's truck and throw him in the back.
There you go. Put him in a dog crate and put him in the truck bed.
So Garcia, Gina and I were kind of talking about maybe hitting up Chicago next year.
Yep.
Because it's relatively the closest to us. And then I don't know, they got the Shed Aquarium up there, and
yep.
Chicago's
I don't even think the convention would be like in Chicago City. I think it would be like Chicago suburbs.
Yeah, probably.
Which apparently are two very different things. I don't know. Anytime I've been to Chicago, I've been in the city. So
you stay here by me. Come here.
Is there something you would like to purchase there or hoping to see? I've got to get driftwood.
Looking to get some nice wood.
Yeah, I got to get a nice piece of driftwood for this 120 for the black belt tank, and then Brennan's bringing the black belt to pass her off to me. I don't know, maybe some shrimp for my Skittles tank, maybe some plants. I don't know.
I always just like to find scaping stuff. I'm looking to find some cool driftwood, some cool rocks. We'll see what sort of interesting plants I can find. And if there's just like a really, really interesting fish that I've just like, that I can care for, I'll probably, take that home. I'm kind of working on like having a 10-gallon tank like cycled already, and then just like transporting that with me and just having that in my hotel just running, so that I can get some fish even on like the first day or whatever, and just have them there in that little 10-gallon tank, and then
what's up?
Take them home with me after the 5 days or whatever.
Yeah.
Sky Dancer.
Joe Coffee says, the last time I went, I think it was in O'Hare, Des Plaines, I don't remember. And then Richard says it was in Schaumburg last year.
Schaumburg. Okay. There will be a GCCA swap on August 30th. Yeah. I'm not driving all the way up to Chicago for a swap.
No.
I didn't even drive across the river into Illinois for a swap.
Well, and then hopefully if I go to Aquashella, my boss might be able to like fork some like maybe hotel money or gas money, because I could hit APET, which is a distributor, on the way back and pick up fish for the store.
Yeah.
Go handpick some fish.
You guys get fish from Oh, well, are you gonna get? Does APET do saltwater fish too?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Because Pet Supplies Plus got a bunch of fish from APET. Honestly, though, I hate the fish we get from APET.
So that it's hit or miss. They actually deliver to us. Oh, they probably did for you guys too. Our normal guy is great. He's awesome. But yeah, the fish are kind of hit or miss. We only ever order from them if there's something. Like there are certain things we can only get from APET, like abalone snails. We can only get from APET. A couple of things. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was with us too. We would only order from APET the stuff that we couldn't get from 5D.
Yeah.
Because 5D, like, we had a much greater relationship with Bob, and the fish were just better quality. Like sometimes they'd be mislabeled. Like we did get a Nimbochromis fuscataniatus in that was labeled as a living stone eye. But I mean, if you caught them all together and you saw them kind of next to each other when they're like discolored and stuff, they're kind of similar. So it's a mistake that's kind of excusable.
Yeah. We've had a couple that came in mislabeled.
But we would the Apex stuff, like it's when it's a hit or a miss, like it's a big hit or a miss. Like sometimes the fish are good, but sometimes they're all coming in like diseased. And
Yeah. We do get fish that
I hate to kind of say that because we're out here on YouTube, but it's like, Apex, work on your shit.
Yeah.
Like we shouldn't be getting fish that are diseased. We shouldn't be getting fish that are misshapen.
Skinny, torn fins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes they have really good stuff too. Like some of our Mandarin gobies that we have in the store that are huge. Those came from Apet. We were really surprised. We pulled them out. We're like, holy giant Chongus boy.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So if they do have
Mandarin gobies.
They're cool.
They're so cool. I love Mandarin gobies.
Yeah, we just had a phone call today. Somebody asked if we had them, and they're like, "Do you have any pods?" And we're like, "Oh, no, we're out of pods." So that's the balance. If we're gonna have the Mandarin gobies in stock, we need to order more copepods, apparently.
Exactly, George. But George has the magic water. It just makes his fish just breathe.
Nice. So Fish Fam discovered that I have a basement with no fish tanks in it, and everybody's disgusted with me. So I was thinking about maybe starting a breeding project after, in a few months or so. Don't know what. I have no idea.
Only do what you actually want to do.
I know.
Only do what you're actually willing to do the work on, because you still work in a fish store.
Yep.
And all that other stuff too. Like, you don't want to get overwhelmed by everything, and you want to continue to enjoy the hobby. So.
Yeah. Oh no, I know. And it would probably be something freshwater because I deal with saltwater all day at work. So it would probably be freshwater stuff.
Yeah.
Except for this project tank, that 20 long, because I realized I was talking to Brennan like yesterday or the day before. I was like, I'm committed to this project, and I don't even know where I'm going to put this tank. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I guess I'll figure it out. It's my brain working faster than my mouth.
Garcia is begging us to go to Orlando next year.
Aww. I'd have to look at what time of year is it?
I don't know.
Because that's a big factor too. Winter's our busy season, so that's also why I'm only going to the Triple Crown. Is because apparently business is going to pick up. They need me at the store because I am the store manager after all. So
yeah, Orlando would be kind of cool. I haven't been in Florida in a while.
Yeah.
And I've been to Disney World and I've been to SeaWorld, but I never did go to Universal Studios. So
I know that's what I was gonna say too. I've been to Disney World. We tried to cram all 4 parks in one day. We were exhausted. But yeah, I would really like to go to Harry Potter. Oh my god, I would love to go to Harry Potter.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I'd like to do some of the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like I hate what Disney did to Star Wars, but like I'm still like a Star Wars nerd at heart. Like I can't help it. Like a lightsaber is just like.
Atlanta was on February this year. I'm going next year for sure. Okay. I don't know how long the busy season is. Like, I don't know how. February is still pretty cold here, so I would imagine we might still be busy.
Could do some fishing. Also, I've never done saltwater fishing. That would be interesting if we could kind of hook that sort of thing up.
Yes. Oh my god, sea fishing. I would love that.
What I'd really like to do, being down there in like Orlando or anywhere like on the coast, I'd really just like to collect up a whole bunch of stuff and like
Hold on, sorry.
dogs are fun, but man, when it comes out of nowhere. No, I really like to actually collect up a bunch of like sand and shells and driftwood from the beach and stuff like that for like, my saltwater tank, you know. I think that'd be really cool. I wonder what the rule is about transporting like sand from the beach. Like if I just started carrying out like 5 or 6 5-gallon buckets full of beach sand, what would they say?
I think it depends on the state. You'd have to look up like the Department of Agriculture. What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Anyway.
Robert, how you doing, Aqua?
Somebody said that they've been to Orlando and Chicago. Chicago was nice, but Orlando was awesome. So that's also why I would want to go to Chicago, is because it is smaller. It is the smaller of all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta go get.
I kind of like smaller events.
Yeah, and, Nathan, I have to go open the door for him. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, smaller events. So the ACA last year was my very first like fish event, and it was very small. Because it was like the first event since like COVID or whatever too. So, I mean, there was like 200 people maybe over the entire weekend, and not everybody was there for the entire thing. But it was really nice. Like, it was enjoyable. And, meeting like some YouTubers and some other, people that were actually local here to St. Louis, and meeting some people from other areas. It was really cool.
TN Aqua, hello.
What it is, Hero, New Local Austin, Vinoski Fish Kodo.
It is illegal on most cities to collect sand. Some cities in Florida actually buy sand from some other Caribbean countries. Gotcha. Well, duh. If I'm going to a different state to a fish conference, I'm gonna try to meet all the fish fan people that are there.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
I think Steven was saying something about name tags. They have those. My name is like stickers, and we could always just put our usernames on them and put them on.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But also, like, the people that are non-YouTubers would not like necessarily get it.
So they don't. It's not for them. It's for the other YouTubers.
But even so, like, if you don't know who I am, then that's fine with me anyway. Right. But it would be like, it's gonna be hard to like. That's why I'm really, really excited to meet the people that are not YouTubers, but are like are always here in chat.
Yeah, like S.
I'm really excited to meet Sean. Yeah, S. Because I have absolutely no idea what the dude looks like,
right?
At all. And so it's just gonna be like, I'm not gonna be able to find him. He's gonna have to find me, and he's gonna have to introduce himself to me, and that's just like, it's just really interesting.
Right. You know me, but I don't know you.
And Pet Sonic's Diego, if he's gonna be there, like I don't know what Diego looks like. He has a YouTube channel, but every time I've actually tuned to one of his live streams, it's just been the lady, and I can't remember her YouTube channel right now. But it's like, I've never actually seen Diego in the live stream, so it's like, I don't know what Diego looks like. And Richard Reynolds, no idea what he looks like.
Scott's Aquatics, hello.
Scotty Aquati. How you doing? How you doing? I mean, of course, Garcia.
Yeah.
Missouri, believe it or not, actually has some really, really cool stuff.
Yep.
We got some really awesome caves.
Yep.
And lots of other like cool different landscapes. And, you get a little bit of taste of old school stuff here in Missouri too. Like I got people that are just a few miles away from me that have a whole bunch of horses.
Yep.
And like it's really, really cool.
Fish Tank Dad, what's up? Yeah, we have a decent amount of fish fan people here in St. Louis. We have Lady Diane, us, Fishy Biz, Fish Tank Dad, Science Gal.
There's a lot of us here. And there's a lot of cool stuff. Like Missouri is popping when it comes to fish fan.
Yeah.
Fishy Biz lives just as close to me as those horses do.
Yeah, I'd say it's funny. People were asking, they're like, so how far away do like you and Danny and Fishy Biz and Diane, Lady Diane, like we all live in like the same city. Like
literally we're all in the same city. We're just on the far ends of the same zip code, basically.
Yeah, we're all like pretty much standing in the same the zip code. Yeah.
Like if this is like the map, like I'm like here, and then like Diane is like here, Drew is like here, and Gina is like here.
Yeah. It's funny. I think Science Gal is the only one that doesn't that lives the furthest away.
Yeah, because she lives like 2 hours away. I think she's in like Springfield, actually.
Oh, I see. I thought she was closer to St. Louis than that. I didn't realize that. Because I asked, I was like, "Are you on like Kansas City side or St. Louis side?" And she said St. Louis side. So I was like, "Oh, okay." But yeah, I guess technically that would be St. Louis side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually, so when people say they're from Missouri, yes, I always forget about Springfield. That's like the third biggest city in Missouri. It's funny because the two biggest cities is Kansas City, which is on the border, and St. Louis, which is on the border.
Yeah, and that Club Massai, like anybody is welcome to join the Missouri Aquarium Society from all over the world. They have a YouTube channel. They do really awesome events, and like there's some incredible members of like just the fish community here in like St. Louis area. Gary Lang and some other people that I just don't know their names, but I know their faces because I'm better with faces.
So when is the best time to go over to you guys? Honestly, not in the winter because our winters are too unpredictable.
Spring.
Yeah, spring is a good time.
Like if you come here, let's see.
Fall is nice too.
March, April.
Like September,
October. Over like late March, late March, early April.
Yeah.
I think that's the best. That's when stuff really starts to come to life, but it's not like yet May where it's literally raining every day.
Yeah. And then so late September, October, early November, those are good times too.
Yeah. Fall is actually really gorgeous here in the Midwest too. They have a lot of different varieties of trees here.
Yeah.
And so you get so many different colors around fall time.
And everybody decorates for Halloween. Like the whole zoo gets decorated for Halloween. The botanical garden they decorate. Yeah. Oh, it's so cool.
Yep. And there's pumpkin patches and stuff that you can always go to. And so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But we do have apple orchards and things like that you can go and, visit at any time of the year pretty much. And there's wineries here and nice winery trips.
Misfits here. Hello, Brennan.
Misfits, reptiles, and aquatics.
But yeah, I wouldn't do past December because that's usually winter really sets in like January here.
Yeah.
Like January, February, early March can still be pretty harsh. But yeah, we don't get a lot of snow, but we do get ice.
Yeah,
And
nice.
freaking cold. Like, and it's stupid too. It'll rain and then it'll freeze the next day. So that's where you got to be careful. Or there's no snow in the weather, and it'll decide to drop 8 inches
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Yeah, like when it really comes down to it, the weather people here have absolutely no idea what they're doing.
In the winter. Summertime, it's usually pretty accurate.
I mean, it's not hard to predict 95 degrees and humid.
Right. Well, rain, yeah.
There's
But yeah,
always a chance of rain with the humidity that we have here.
that is true. That is true.
And the saying, here in like St. Louis is if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
Yep.
Because there are days here that you can experience all 4 seasons at once.
Yep. It's crazy.
You wake up in the morning and there's frost all over the ground and it's freezing cold. And then all of a sudden the sun comes out and the dew, like all of a sudden that frost turns into dew and it's like a spring morning. And then it's 90 degrees in the afternoon and you're like, how did we get here?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it's cold at night again and it feels like it's Halloween.
Yep. It's crazy. And that's usually in the fall because we have those super swing days.
Yeah. Don't come in August.
Tornado season, yeah.
August is definitely the worst here in St. Louis.
It is, yeah. Because that's when all the cold and hot fronts are passing through, and that's when the tornadoes happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we definitely got a lot of really cool fish stores and stuff here as well. I wish the Fin Inn was still a thing. I wish they didn't fall down under the pandemic and stuff, because that would have definitely been an awesome place to, take people to get some food and to just hang out with some really giant, what's the word I'm looking for? Native fish.
Yeah.
Giant native fish swimming around next to you.
St. Louis on my short list for 2023 vacation destinations for family. How long? How many days are you going to be in St. Louis? Because there's too much for just one day.
Yeah. And I mean, we definitely have the touristy stuff too. Like we got the Arch. If you're, interested in going up and that sort of thing. Honestly, I think the Arch is incredibly overrated. But I mean, if you've never gone up in that, or if you've never been to the Capitol and gone up in the monument or anything like that, it is really cool because you're 360 feet in the air. Or is it 600 feet? I don't remember what it is.
I don't remember. It's one of the tallest structures in America.
I know that it's a perfect X squared parabola, and they have it at the right dimensions to where the height is exactly the same as the width. But I can't remember if it was 360 or if it was 600. I think it's 360.
It's all beginning stages planning now up to a week. Yeah, a week would be perfect.
Yeah.
Because the zoo is a whole day trip in itself.
And I mean, depending on how big your family is, select pet. My sister actually has a little Airbnb that she runs out of a little an apartment thing above her 3-car garage.
There you go.
is actually where I grew up at this house. My sister bought it for my parents, and I spent some time in that little apartment above the garage, like Fonzie. And I mean, it's not bad. Like, it's got a bedroom, it's got like a living room area with like a kitchen, and then a bathroom. And like I think the living room area has like a pull out couch and ability to like turn into a bedroom and all that stuff too. So it's
Oh, and
good enough for maybe a family of four.
Select Pet, if you come with your family, which I know you said you are, you have to check out the City Museum. You
Yes,
have to. You
the
have your
City
kids.
Museum.
It's
Yeah,
not a museum.
it is, but it isn't.
Yeah, it's not a typical museum.
Right. It's an interactive museum.
Yep.
So instead of like seeing a bunch of like old statues and exhibits of Pharaoh and whatever else, like they have some things kind of like that, but they also have a gigantic like wooden hamster wheel that you can run in, and they have like it was like, what is it, a 7-story slide or
Yep.
something like that. And it's just a spinny slide, but you're literally spinning down like 7 stories. It's awesome.
There's a Ferris wheel
Climb
and a
up
school
kind of
bus up on the
sucks.
roof. Yeah. And there's one of those giant jungle gyms outside, and there's a school bus and a Ferris wheel on the
Oh
roof.
my,
Oh, it's so
oh my
cool.
goodness, yeah. There's this crazy jungle gym outside that like really tests your like uh scared of heights limits and stuff like that, because you're like climbing through these like rebarb wire things, and you're like 7 stories in the air being held up by like chains and all this other stuff. And it's just like it's kind of nerve-wracking.
I can't do it. I can't do it at all.
I still get up there and do it whenever I'm there. But then they also have a bar. So you can get, drunk and do all this stuff and go play in this massive ball pit and just bean kids with these giant rubber balls and not get in trouble for it, because, like, that's what it's for.
Yep. Oh yeah, this is Anheuser-Busch's here, so like everybody serves beer. Like the zoo
Yep.
has beer.
Gosh,
Yeah.
my friend had his bachelor party there. So we're doing shots and stuff and then going out in the ball pit. And oh, it's so much fun. And then
Yeah,
they have like this indoor skate park, but
Yep.
there's nobody has roller skates, nobody has a skateboard or anything like that. There's just like a couple ropes hanging up and a bunch of openness, so you can just like run around and just have a blast.
And they do usually have a couple of spots for like craftsmen to demonstrate, like glass blowing and all that stuff. It's really cool. It is still educational.
Yep, there's still that stuff. And then like downstairs on like the main level, they have massive like fish tanks that are filled up with some native fish and some turtles and stuff, and more like obstacles and things that you can climb around in. This massive plastic whale that you can climb into its mouth and all this other stuff. And
Oh yeah, there's all
tunnels that go underground and above ground, and like 3 stories worth of like tunnels that are all intermingled, and you can get lost in there. It's really cool.
Yep. And you ask an employee, like, how do you get to a certain thing? And they tell you exactly what tunnels to take. They know the ins and outs. It's crazy.
I mean, I got it pretty well mapped out now. I've been there a couple times to where I got an understanding for it, but yeah, it's so cool. But yeah, you can definitely get lost in there for sure.
So the City Museum's probably like at least half a day, but you could definitely spend the whole day there.
Lambert Airport, the main airport, smack dab in the center of St. Louis County. You can go anywhere.
I go to that airport almost every Friday to pick up fish. I go to the Cargo City is the little section.
Yep.
Yeah. Lambert Airport.
I grew up like pretty darn close to Lambert Airport, and I definitely have very fond memories of the F-15s taking off, doing their volcano takeoffs straight up, and
Yep.
it's just like, oh man, it's so cool.
Yeah, you ever sit on the side road outside the airport and just watch planes take off and land?
Yeah. In
Yep.
fact, the very first house that I was born in, up until like I think I was like maybe 10 months old, was in where the new landing strip is. I was in the Bridgeton buyout.
Gotcha.
So yeah, my parents definitely weren't like, they were okay with moving. Like when I asked them what it was like, all they remember is like it was really loud because we were next to the airport and we were next to the highway and all that stuff too. It's just really loud.
Yeah, I mean, you guys can come in the summertime too. It's just that it's hot and sticky.
Yeah.
It's hot and sticky.
I mean, you're from Orlando, so if you're coming up in summer, it's probably going to be a little bit of a break for you. But
I'd say about, yeah.
It's not too much of a break, really. Like
Expect the
summer
same.
still sucks up here.
Yeah, expect the same because my dad's wife was from Orlando, and when she moved here in the fall, and we kept telling her because she was talking about like, oh, I'm gonna need sweaters and blah 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 because I'm up north now, and we're like, no, it still gets hot, and she didn't believe us until summer hit. She goes, oh my god, I still feel like I'm in Florida sometimes, and I'm like, yeah, I told you.
The main difference between here and Florida is the humidity in Florida hits a breaking point around noontime every day in Florida, where it rains a little bit, but it rains for like maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes, maybe up to an hour, but it's like, but no matter what, like every day around like noontime, it just rains a little bit.
Yeah, not here. The humidity is here and stays here.
Yeah.
You have to swim out to your vehicle to go anywhere. But yeah, no, it's. I mean, if you don't mind the heat, then yeah, come visit in the summertime because there's a ton of stuff. There's always events going on.
Oh yeah.
But if you don't like the heat, spring or fall.
And if you really like the heat, come in a Cubs jersey.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Don't do that! Don't do that!
I'm not even a baseball person. But
no, you don't even have to be to know that beef. Oh my god! You see somebody in Cubs regalia, and you're just like, "Ooh, I feel sorry for that person. Ooh, should I warn them? They're probably a tourist. They probably don't know. Should I warn them?" Oh, it's raining right now. Nice. It's supposed to rain tonight. We're supposed to get storms, I think, starting around midnight tonight. Oh, no, it's not going to cool it down at all, but there's storms happening.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's the other thing. We get heat lightning. I don't know if anybody outside the Midwest, I don't know if it happens in Florida, but at night, it won't even be raining, but there'll just be lightning just in the clouds. It usually doesn't strike, but just heat lightning.
Yeah. Just static electricity built up that just goes amongst the clouds. It's beautiful, but it's silent. It's really weird.
It is.
And we also get thunder snow here too.
Yes. Thunder snow.
It snows so hard that it actually you get thunder and lightning in the snow.
Yeah.
It's very, very rare, but we have gotten it before.
Yep. Thunderstorm during a snowstorm.
But yeah, the heat lightning is it's very interesting. It's definitely not as magical as like the Northern Lights, but I kind of think of it along those same sort of things where you just like looking up in the sky and there's just like random little flashes of
Yeah,
things and
because sometimes you can see the bolts in the clouds. It's just they don't strike,
yeah.
and there's no rain. So yeah, it would be eerie for somebody who's not used to it. See, I'm just so used to it that I'm just like, oh, heat lightning.
Yep.
But yeah, I could see it being eerie for people who aren't used to it.
Yeah. The being close to edges and stuff kind of gets me a little bit, but it just reminded me of this like YouTube short I saw. It was this grandfather with like a young girl and a young boy. And he's like, I'm here at the Grand Canyon with my 2 grandkids. And then the boy's like, ah! And it's like, I'm here at the Grand Canyon with my 1 grandkid.
The stream can start now. The star is here.
Marco!
Who is it? Marco. Say hello. 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 What's up? Boopy doo, beep boopy boo, beep doo, beep boop. Not gonna sing for me? Boopy doo, beep boopy boo, beep doo, beep boop. Boopy doo, beep. Yeah. Boopy doo, beep boopy boo, beep doo, beep. Boopy doo, beep boopy boo. Boopy doopy. No? Boopy doopy. No. Okay, you're done. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I've heard that.
lightning bugs. Oh my goodness. Lightning bugs are a huge thing here. They're all over the place.
I think in
And
Europe they don't have lightning bugs, I think, or some.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what it really comes down to is lightning bugs need a huge variety of plant life in order to even be around. And so like that's been a big issue is people have been like destroying a lot of the different like varieties of things in order to make like these perfect hedged out yards and getting rid of all the different like clovers and different sort of plants all over the place. And so they just don't have lightning bugs anymore because they don't have anywhere to go. You're destroying their home. And so it was really interesting, you know, because I grew up in a house that's like we had a massive garden and all this like kind of wooded area around the yard and stuff like that. And so I never had a year where my backyard just wasn't full of lightning bugs. And I just remembered hearing stories about how like places didn't have lightning bugs. And it's just like, what do you mean? Like, there's lightning bugs everywhere.
Right. Yeah, I think they're in Japan, but not in like Europe. I don't know if Australia has them. Probably not.
But yeah, there are just places in the world that don't have them at all, and they've never had them. Like Europe, the Middle East definitely doesn't have anything like that. But yeah, I think it's like Japan and the United States pretty much. I think.
Yeah. You hear his birdies? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but reason why lightning bugs are gone. Yeah.
Use you.
Declining number of the Big Dipper firefly due to several light pollution, pesticide use, and loss of habitat from development. Yeah. It's been the pesticide use and stuff too has been a big issue with them.
Yeah.
Because they they feed off of the vegetation of different things. And so, yeah, when you're using all pesticides, you're killing the lightning bugs. There's been
Yep.
some theories too that we've been, on the whole like save the bees thing. There's theories that we're putting too much focus on the wrong bee.
Yeah.
When people are talking about save the bees, they're specifically talking about saving the European honeybees that one shouldn't even be here in the first place. We brought over bees from Europe because, us white people just liked honey so much. But
Lady Diane.
yeah.
No.
But there's so many other types of bees out there that, do all different varieties of pollinating. And while we are putting all these focus on like honeybees, we're actually like kind of messing up some of the other bees that are actually like native to here. And there are some really, really cool bees out there that I have just like fallen in love with. And it's like I had never seen these before until I had gotten all these different varieties of like wildflowers in my yard. And this is like these metallic green bees are I just absolutely love them, and they're so beautiful. And it's like, yeah, they don't produce the honey or whatever that us as humans like, but man, these guys are just gorgeous.
Yeah. Are those like the little tiny sweat bees?
They're smaller, but they're not like the teeny tiny little black sweat bees.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of in between the size of those and like your normal like honeybee. They're
Gotcha.
about the same size as like a housefly.
Yeah. Thank you, Lady Diane.
And yet they're all pollinators and they're all needed. There's even some wasps that are pollinators. Butterflies are big pollinators. Even some flies are pollinators. Like, we got to focus on all the pollinators, not just the honeybees, because us humans like honey so much.
Speaking of focus on, I wonder if Rico just let out because we got Zen Ginger, we got somebody else, Scuba Steve.
Zen Ginger, Lady Diane, Scuba Steve, those aquatics. Yeah. We did have a lot of people just jump in all of a sudden, went up to 20.
Yeah, I was listening to his focus on with Lady Metalhead on my way home.
Oh, it was with Lady Metalhead tonight. Very interesting. I'm sure that was a good one.
I'll have to watch the replay for the second half.
Just won his mama some Rico leggings.
Nice.
Let's
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Come here. What? Hey, sorry. Apparently my finger wasn't close enough to her. Should have pulled me to her. Hello.
She's posing to the camera.
You're such a diva.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Rico leggings. Don't forget that I got all my merch and stuff at glassboxhero.org. And Gina has some really awesome merch and stuff out now too. If I could get a mod to share Gina's link for her merch as well as mine.
Yep, it's on my Fish Fam page.
It's on her Fish Fam link page. And thanks, Matt, for, Fish Fam link and all that.
So I have I had the idea of an autograph book for Fish Fam. It's probably too late for anybody going to the Crown. But yeah, like a little scrapbook essentially for Fish Fam members. I actually just ordered some notebooks off Amazon because, like I said, it's too late to get it in time for the Triple Crown. But yeah, I'm gonna essentially make a little scrapbook, and I'm gonna have everybody sign for their page. And yeah, I'm excited. When I come home, I'll print out the selfies I'm gonna take with everybody and put them on that page, and probably print out their logo and put it on the whole little scrapbook. Ow, that hurt. No, I'm not gonna give you this hand just to bite it.
Marco is a girl there, Lady Rush. I know the name is confusing, but that's what happens when you adopt a bird from somebody else and they were named incorrectly from birth.
But it's okay. She doesn't mind. She's actually never laid an egg, so I don't know. Maybe she identifies as a male. I don't know.
Yep. But it's like when I got Lazuli, my parakeet, I thought he was a girl. So that's actually how he got his name, Lazuli. Like, I thought it sounded a little bit more feminine or whatever. So either way, it still works.
Yeah. Lady Diane, she's cranky all the time. She was especially cranky yesterday. She's not too bad today. This is mild for her. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Yeah, just imagine if you could teach a chicken how to talk. Like,
right?
But chickens are great, and they are ruthless. Like, you can find some videos out there of like a couple chickens just like taking on a cat. Like, this cat thought it was going to be smart and wait for this chicken to kind of get out of the way, and it was going to like pounce on the chicken. And then like these two other chickens just like run up on it, and it was like scratching all at it like the little raptors they are. And yeah, and that cat like tried to kind of fight back, but eventually gave up.
Man. A lady named Greg.
Well, apparently the name Ashley was originally a male name.
Yep.
And you know, people like used to call like they'll use the name Dorcas as like a derogatory term now, when it's like Dorcas used to actually be an acceptable female name.
Huh. I know a lady named Shawn, like SHAWN, Shawn.
Yeah.
I was like, huh, that's interesting. Not Shauna.
You got the Blake Lively, you know.
Yeah.
One of the most attractive ladies out there that's like married to Ryan Reynolds, and her name is Blake.
Yeah, I think I knew a female Blake growing up. I think she went to my school.
But what are names anyway? Now we have apples and rainbows.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Is that acceptable? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's acceptable.
A boy named Sue. Yeah, it's got me thinking of the All That sketch with Kenan Thompson back in the day. It was Nasty Nancy, the cowboy. You'd be nasty too if you was a cowboy named Nancy.
Oh my god. I don't remember that one.
Oh, it was a great sketch. Yeah, I got that too, Regina. I'm not even that old, but I did get the joke. I knew a boy named Sue.
I didn't get it. Okay, bye.
We listen to old country every Friday at work. So.
Oh, I didn't get it. Went right over my head. Apparently Nathan got it.
Yeah.
Don't eat my chair. Don't eat my chair. Don't.
Touch the tail.
Yeah. Oh, she
Bird
hates
is
it.
so dramatic.
Don't eat my chair. Come here. Thank you.
Oh man. I've thought about just taking the parakeets with me. I don't think the hotel is animal safe.
I've had that thought too, but no, Marco would be miserable. And anybody surrounding me would hate it. Like in the room.
Yeah.
Noise complaints.
Yeah.
She's fine at night and usually in the morning. But during the afternoon, just if she's not getting enough attention, she's screaming.
Oh, and so I was watching a video earlier about a lady in, I believe, Australia, and about wild cockatoos flying around, and she ended up just kind of feeding them almonds out of her apartment, and they basically now she has like a flock of cockatoos that come by all the time, and she has names for them and stuff. And she made note of the way that they smell and stuff too. So this might be a strange question for everybody in chat here that doesn't understand birds, but does Marco smell good?
She doesn't smell as good as my old bird did, but she does have a musty smell. Yes, bird sniffing is a thing in the parrot keeping hobby. You sniff your birds. Oh, we talked about it before. Nathan, oh, she's about to poop. Nathan, while you're in there, grab the bag of feathers.
Oh, your bag of feathers, yeah.
Bag of feathers.
It's for the people that just don't understand, like birds like clean themselves, like they have their own form of like a feather dust that they make and that they clean themselves with. And so like I just randomly noticed it one day when Lazuli was up just kind of messing with my nose. I just kind of sniffed him a little bit, and I just I couldn't believe it. Like he smells like baby powder.
Yeah. Each bird has
a really nice, soft, like baby smell. And it's just like it's so nice.
Yeah.
Well, wow, there's some really cool color in those feathers.
Her tail feathers.
Nice.
And then her wing feathers are these ones. But yeah. I keep all the big feathers, so the tail feathers and the wing feathers.
I could probably just walk right over there and pick up a feather off the floor. I need to vacuum.
Yeah. There's a really long one.
Wow, there's some really cool color in there.
Whoopsie.
Zen.
I just can't throw them away. They're too pretty. Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, Lady Diane has a whole farm.
I want to go to her house and pet her chickens.
My sister's working on building her farm. She's got chickens, and she did turkeys last year for Christmas and Thanksgiving. So I don't know if she's doing turkeys again. No, she's not going to do turkeys again this year. But her next big investment as far as livestock, I believe she wants to get goats. and then have the goats for her yard, and then also like rent them out to other people's yards. Because like goats are great. They'll leave the grass alone, but they'll just go pick out all the different weeds. Like they love the clover and they love dandelions and all that other stuff that are in your yard. So they're the best little lawn mowers and great little landscapers and stuff. And they'll, next thing you know, you'll have a really nice, clean turf yard just having goats.
Lady Dan says, I don't have them anymore, the chickens. You can pet the horse, though. Oh, I'll pet the horse. I won't ride the horse. Horses intimidate me a little bit. They smell the fear, and then they take advantage.
Horses are definitely an intimidating animal.
Yeah.
I dated a girl in Festus for a little bit, and would go down, and she had a friend that had a couple horses, and yeah, I definitely like bonded with these horses a little bit, but meeting them for the first time, it's just like, yeah, you're meeting this gigantic animal that's like very, very, very timid, but it's also like way bigger than you are. So if you freak it out, like it's gonna kick you and potentially kill you. And
it's like, nice to meet you. You can kill me at any moment you want to. Please don't.
Yeah. I wonder if I still have any of these old pictures. Probably not, because I deleted my Facebook and stuff.
Chris George, what's up?
But she was a photographer too, so she took like some pictures of me with the horses. It was really cool, but I did get up and like bareback ride this one horse for a little bit. And it was really cool because, like, it's pretty much like as soon as the lady gave him permission, he's like, oh, yeah, like, go ahead and hop up on her. I'm like, okay. And so I just hopped right up on her.
Oh, man. There was one, my dad dated a lady out in Pontoon Beach, Illinois. She owns the stables, and she does lessons and boarding and all that. There was one horse that I really bonded with, Shadow. I didn't like to kick very hard. So we were very good together. You didn't hardly have to kick her to get her going. But her spine is so bony, I could not bareback her. I had to have a saddle.
There's some of the horses.
Oh. Am I echoing on your end?
I don't hear any echo.
Okay.
Oh, that's other stuff.
This horse is a mix. I can't ride him. I don't want to ride him.
Yeah. Where's the really good picture? I probably didn't have it because I think it was actually, yeah, she was the one that took that picture. So I don't have the really good picture.
Oh, Chris says he hears the echo. Yeah, it hit or miss. I don't know what's going on.
But she also had a blue-eyed leucistic ball python.
Cute.
I don't remember the names of the horses at all right now anymore. But yeah, it was really cool. Honestly, I think I dated her more for the horses at some point.
Aww. Chris says it's better now. Yeah, it comes and goes.
Yeah, I think sometimes the echo cancellation just kind of gets a little messed up or whatever, because I am broadcasting like my television's right in front of me. I got the webcam like in front of me, and then I got my microphone right here too. And so I think sometimes with the conversation, the echo cancellation gets a little messed up and ends up picking up some of the audio from the TV probably. Yellowstone Aquatics is here. Chris George is here. I think I said hi to Sky Dancer. If I didn't say hi to Sky Dancer, I'm saying hi now.
I think you did.
There's a type of chicken out there that I can't remember the name of, but it's like the blackest black of all black birds.
Ichimani. Yeah.
So I want everybody to go on Google and search big black rooster.
Oh, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. I thought you were being serious.
Well, I mean, I am serious as well. But it's one of those things that it's really hard to like search for.
It's something Ichimani. But yeah, black feathers, black beak, black feet, black skin, black egg.
Diagonally thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Did I?
You're right.
Well, no, it's true. It's true. It's there is a chicken out there that's really large and it's really black, but it's also hard to search for on Google and get the proper results. Bunny Viper.
Bunny! Oh.
The way the chat works here on StreamYard, it's weird. Like it won't do anything, and then all of a sudden, like it'll load all the chats from like the last like 5-10 seconds. So sometimes chat just like really jumps here on StreamYard when a lot of people are active. So I kind of see how easy it is to miss some stuff sometimes, because like if 15 people say everything at once, you might only see 5 of them.
Right. Oh, I am
Duck,
hungry.
turkey, and quail. Nice. Quail are fun. I know, right? Sometimes I forget I have a bird and I just whistle, and all of a sudden I get a whistle back, and it's like, what? Oh,
Oh yeah. Or you just tune out their chatter, and then when they do like a recognizable whistle, you're like, oh yeah, right. You do things.
Mississippi hippie fishes.
Mississippi.
Yeah, I think, speaking of Bunny Boo or whatever, like she had, chickens, meat and egg, chickens, ducks, turkey, and quail. Like being a single man or whatever, if I were to raise like food for myself, I think probably the easiest and most logical would be to raise rabbits.
Nathan's uncle is. Yep, they raise goats and rabbits.
Like, part of me is just like, I can't go breaking a rabbit's neck and skinning it and doing all that stuff every single day for the rest of my life. It's just
it gets easier if you keep them in a hutch outside. Like, don't have them inside, because that's when you get attached.
Well, right. No, I can understand the idea of not getting attached. Like, I can raise animals for food, but it's just the whole idea of like it's this cute little rabbit.
Yeah. Well, and then so meat rabbits don't look like pet rabbits. Like they look more like wild rabbits.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah. I thought about raising some. My friend works at the World Bird Sanctuary, and I thought about raising meat rabbits for her to donate to the World Bird Sanctuary.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta just have somebody else do the butchering.
Yeah, she does.
My sister outsourced me to do the butchering. The first chicken that we had to butcher, my sister she was raising the chickens for eggs, and then maybe eventually, eat them if she had to, sort of thing, or whatever sort of thing. And but this one chicken like she lost her rooster, and then this chicken kind of became the rooster, and so it had been known as Bob, and then Bob ended up becoming a little too aggressive and ended up like scratching my niece. And so then it's like, okay, Bob, now you're Easter dinner.
Literally
And,
the Zach Brown band song, Chase. What is that? I Chased a Chicken, or yeah. Lady Diane, no, it's in Valley Park, in Missouri.
yeah. But then it's like, yeah, my sister is like, I don't really know anything about like butchering an animal or anything like that. You think you can help me out? I'm like, yeah, sure. And so my sister just basically watched, and my niece kind of watched some of it, but I was telling my sisters like, listen, if she's excited about killing Bob to eat him for dinner, I don't think she should be around when we're doing the killing part.
Right. Oh,
Just
Lady
because I
Diane,
don't want my niece to turn into a psycho.
right. Lady Diane, it's right next to Lone Elk Park, literally next door to Lone Elk Park.
I love Lone Elk Park
Mm-hmm.
and Jellystone. But nothing's better than Grant's Farm. And I can't believe that I forgot to mention Grant's Farm when we were talking about all the awesome stuff to do here in St. Louis.
Yep.
Like, Grant's Farm is like a massive petting zoo. And it has petting zoos inside it too. But I got to pet an elephant at Grant's Farm.
When I go to Grant's Farm, I love sitting by the camels and just people watching. Oh my God,
Yeah.
people trying to force their love on camels and them spitting at them. Oh my God, it's hilarious.
So not only do you have all that, but then you have like the Clydesdales and stuff too, which are just these massive horses that carry the Anheuser-Busch trolley and stuff around at the like the ball games and things like that. But being that it is connected to Anheuser-Busch and all that, you as an adult can also go and do like beer tasting and all this other stuff there too. And so it's a lot of fun stuff. And they do concerts and stuff there as well. So
yeah. And then sometimes they open up Ulysses S. Grant's house. It's actually on the property. The trolley, or the little cart, I guess you'll call it, that you ride on, goes right past the house, but sometimes they open it up.
Yeah. I think it's technically a trolley, yeah, but it's like a bus that has just like all open like a trolley.
It's like a golf cart, but a little bit bigger.
A lot bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. I remember it being like full like bus size or whatever,
but it's open like a golf cart.
Yeah.
And then there's bison and there's elk.
Man, I see that's really cool, Diane.
Aw. I had a friend that used to too. She used to with her horses. She used to drive carriages.
That's really cool.
Yep.
Jeffrey Watts is here. Jeffrey, are you going to be at the Triple Crown? I don't know if you're making it up or not. I really hope you are. But I can understand if you're not. It can be, hard to travel sometimes.
Yeah.
But
what
I
else?
think, and yeah, just the closest one. Okay, yeah, he's not going to be going. He'll be going to Dallas, Aquashella Dallas or whatever.
Let's see, what else is there around St. Louis? It's hard because like we're so used to it. Like we've been to the touristy places and we're just used to it being
Yeah.
there. Like, we don't think
I
about
mean,
it.
there's also, if you're one of the people that likes the more macabre side of things or whatever, like we have a lot of haunted things here.
Yeah.
You can go check out the Lemp Brewery.
Yeah.
There's other places. I know exactly which house is the Exorcist house. We could, go there, but you can't tour it because there's a family that still lives there. Surprisingly, people still live in the Exorcist house.
Ballpark Village or the Del Mar Loop. There's a lot of good restaurants and stuff there.
Jeffrey's just staying in the closet. He doesn't want to come out.
Doesn't want to come out. That's okay. You come out when you're ready. No rush.
Oh yeah, the botanical gardens.
Oh yeah,
And-
botanical gardens.
I
And
know
the
we
art.
talked about the St. Louis Zoo and stuff as well, like last stream, but that's
Yeah.
an amazing place to visit too.
And the art museum is within walking distance of the zoo.
And then, the aquarium is new and it's really awesome as well.
It's a little small, but it is cool.
Yeah, it is a little small, but man, they pack so much in such a small area.
Yep. Kenny, ABC Aquatics.
ABC, as easy as Aquatic Biotype Creations.
Yeah, Lady Dad, we talked about the City Museum. The Jewel Box. I've never actually been to the Jewel Box.
I went to the Jewel Box once, but I've never actually been inside the Jewel Box.
Yeah,
My friend had her wedding at the Jewel Box, or like the, I guess the pavilion near the Jewel Box or something like that.
Oh, and if you like musicals and shows like that, there's the Muni. The Muni is really cool.
Yeah.
It's a big outdoor.
Meet me at the Muni at Forest Park.
Yeah. Big
I was in
outdoor
Oklahoma.
theater. Her first wedding was there. Aw. Crypt Keeper, what's up?
Oklahoma with the wind. I did Gary, Indiana. That was my song.
Nice. I remember seeing Peter Pan there. I remember seeing Little Shop of Horrors at the Muni. That was really good.
Yeah. I saw Bye Bye Birdie. I saw
yeah, the sculpture park. I used to hang out there because I went to school down in South County, and the sculpture park. Yeah, I used to hang out with my friends there. Oh my God, how could I forget that?
Oh yeah, the sculpture park. Yeah. Yeah. So much stuff. And
Yeah.
there's so much variety too. So it really just depends on what type of person you are.
We have Six Flags too. If you come in the fall, Fright Fest is usually pretty fun.
Yeah. Yeah. The Transportation Museum. Yeah, that's really, really cool.
Yeah. So I went to the Science Center not that long ago, and it was like, meh.
Honestly, yeah, the Science Center was not as cool as I remember it being when I was a kid.
It was very much like it's very school trip forward. Like it's almost like a destination for school trips now. Like the exhibit. Oh my God, exhibits are so interactive, but in a school like type of way.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I should have a worksheet that I should be working off of for a lot of these exhibits.
Yeah, and you're right. Yeah, it's for kids, Diane, but they still have some cool stuff. They had like the Mars exhibit going on, and so I believe it was my 30th birthday. Instead of doing like a traditional like Dirty 30 thing or whatever, like I had like a smaller birthday party with my family and all of their kids at the Science Center like earlier in the day, and then later in the evening we went to Oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of the bar. It's kind of like a double entendre name or whatever, but we went there for like karaoke and stuff later in the evening. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I had a kind of a nerdy 30, but no, it was I had my birthday party later on with the adults, but I wanted to make sure that I had something where I could see all my nieces and nephews because I have
right.
so many of them. And I have so many friends that have kids too. So I wanted them to be able to, bring their kids along for stuff.
Yep. And then
It's
all the restaurants. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
The food.
Oh man. And here's the thing. You may not understand it because you live in a different area of the United States or maybe even in a different area of the world. But St. Louis has the absolute best Chinese food in the entire world.
That is true.
Except maybe China, but they just call it food over there.
Well, and it's not Americanized either.
Yeah. But we have the best. Like there's people that come that like used to live in St. Louis and now live in like other states. And man, anytime they come back here to like meet their family or whatever, it's like, let's go get Chinese. Because
We have to go get Chinese. Yeah. Chinese and then emos or Cecil Whitaker's. And then like my friend lives out in just outside of Boston, Massachusetts. Anytime she comes, she's like, I need to get White Castle. She's like, and then we have to get Krispy Kreme. Yeah.
yeah, like apparently they don't have White Castle everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, I was just messaging Brennan earlier because he was bored. He's like, hey, I'm bored. And I'm like, oh, I'm eating lunch right now. He's like, cool, what are you having? I was like, oh, Lion's Choice. And he goes, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what Lion's Choice is? And then I go, well, do you know what Arby's is? And he goes, yeah, who doesn't know what Arby's is? I'm like, well, apparently some people don't know what Lion's Choice is, but it's like Arby's.
So apparently Diane doesn't understand that St. Louis has the best Chinese food. I guess she's never gotten Chinese food in like New York or California or anywhere else where the Chinese food just sucks.
Yeah, see, Scuba Steve, we'll bring some to the Triple Crown. I love crab rangoon. Yep.
Yeah, she just makes it all at home. Which I mean, all power to you, Diane. You make really, really good food. Let me tell you, Diane makes she made me like some of the best chicken like I ever had. I
Gooey
smashed that chicken.
Nice.
I love gooey butter cake. I'm
Toasted
all right without the toasted ravioli. Like
Black.
I prefer my ravioli noodly, not toasted. That's just me. But yeah, I love gooey butter cake for sure.
I was on a conference call when I was still at Petco with corporate, and I think it was with HR or something. I think somebody had stolen, like an employee was stealing, and we were talking to HR. Anyway, he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't think I've ever been to St. Louis." And our district leader, who is from Chicago, goes, "It's all right." And my store leader and I just like looked at him. We're like, "Shut up! Like, what are you talking about? We have gooey butter cake, we have toasted ravioli." And the guy on the phone, HR guy, goes, "Toasted ravioli? What's that?" And we're like, "It's deep fried ravioli." And he goes, or no, we hear it clicking, and he goes, "Oh yeah, it's toasted ravioli." We're like, so it's called toasted, but it's actually like the best way is fried. Like they have to fry it.
But basically, yeah, for those of you that don't know, like it's like standard ravioli, like a noodle filled with like Italian cheese.
Yeah,
and then they like batter it and in Italian breadcrumbs, and then you either throw it in the oven or you deep fry it or you put it in an air fryer, whatever, like, and toasted ravioli.
Serve it with marinara sauce. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Parmesan on top.
Yeah.
I make those at home too. Yep.
Diane's asking where I go for Chinese. My favorite Chinese place used to be the Jade Garden over there off Olive, but it shut down several years ago. But it really doesn't matter. Anywhere you go for Chinese food is going to be relatively the same thing here in St. Louis. You have like the St. Louis style of Chinese food.
Danikin snuck in. What's up?
Aquatics.
Um,
I haven't gotten Chinese food around here though yet. There's a China King over in Ferguson that I used to go to all the time.
China King.
It was actually run by a Korean family ran a Chinese restaurant. It was really funny. But man, they had the best like pot stickers, and they had this fried rice that you only knew about it if you were like a local, because it wasn't on the menu. You just go in, you'd ask for the Ferguson fried rice, and it would be like your fried rice, but it would have like every single meat that they had available. So it'd be like crab, shrimp, chicken, beef, duck, and like all of it thrown in there and fried with the egg and all that stuff. And it's just like, oh, so good.
There's a really good Thai place called around here off Powder Shell called the Spot House. It's so freaking good. It's not Chinese, but it's still Asian. So freaking good, and the portions are huge. It's a sit down place. But otherwise, we usually order from the Rice House or China King. There's another one right there on New Halls Fair or New Florissant. What is that one? By the Family Dollar, right across from that little sports store.
I love Thai food. There's a really good Thai restaurant around here on Lindbergh that has like 80 different types of beer to choose from, and it's really, really good Thai food.
Cafe
levels.
The Pearl Cafe. That's a good one.
Cafe. That place is awesome.
It's so good.
With your pot stickers, Diane, do you like your pot stickers fried or do you like your pot stickers boiled?
Steamed. It's either
steamed or boiled, whatever. Do you like you like your pot stickers crunchy or do you like your pot stickers wiggly?
Wiggly. Oh man.
Schwann's frozen foods where I work, they actually have a really, really good chicken lo mein skillet meal that is amazing. And the only thing that I add to it is 3 drops of my ghost pepper extract to make it super spicy. And then it's just like, oh, so good.
Lady Diane says her pot stickers are always fried. I agree.
It sucks that all the good places closed during the pandemic. It's almost like it was supposed to happen.
Griffin, what's up? Lady Diane agrees. She loves the Pearl Cafe. Simply Thai closed. And I was so upset about it because Simply Thai was really good too. Now it's going to be another chicken place. We don't need more chicken places.
I've always just bought stuff, never made my own noodles before. Though pasta is pretty darn easy to make. Griffin Fish Room, how you doing? But the Vietnamese Asian bistro, that sounds really, really, really good. Vietnamese food is really, really good. There's a place off of like Olive in like Creve Coeur area that I can't remember the name of, but it's like a Chinese and Thai fusion restaurant where they serve both Chinese food and like Thai food. And you can even get like a sort of mixture plate where you can get a little of both. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was really, really good. We went there for another friend's birthday party once. Best of both worlds. I don't know, pan-seared to get that nice sort of brown on the one side, and then that's pretty much how I like them too.
Yeah, got to get that flavor. Steam first, then oil fry. Yep.
She wants them crispy. It's all right. Everybody's got their thing. It's like, do you like a crunchy taco or a soft taco? I prefer soft tacos because everything tends to stay inside the taco when it's soft.
Oh, and you get the crack down the bottom and everything just falls out. Ugh. It annoys the shit out of me.
Or like the big thing about like the fried pot stickers and stuff too is like you bite into the crunch and all of a sudden you get a big old pop of hot grease right in your face. Like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's interesting there, Bunny Viper.
Yes. I sometimes will get a wild hair and make Japanese style fried rice. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, the Dorito hard shells are pretty good.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the dim sum places? No, I have not.
My favorite thing to get at Taco Bell, aside from my chicken quesadilla, is the cheesy gordita crunch. And there was a period of time where they were doing the Doritos Locos gordita crunch. You could actually put you could choose the ranch or the nacho, and then have the cheesy gordita shell around that and all that stuff. And it was good. But honestly, for some reason, I don't think there's enough flavor on those Doritos shells to actually pay the difference. Like, I think it just is sort of a hint. It's not enough. I want all the powder flavor. My favorite chips are the ones where you go in there and it's just like a rainbow of seasoning on the chip.
Lady Diane says, okay, you haven't had Chinese. Pick a date. Ooh, I get to have a date with Lady Diane to go get Chinese food? Everybody be jealous. I'm going to go hang out with Lady Diane.
Lady Diane is really good company. Really good company.
She's a super sweet.
Dim sum places are really good.
She's a super sweet lady.
Liquid cheese on nachos. That's it.
That's it, right? Oh my God, my coworker just asked me today. He's like, he was talking about spray cheese or Cheese Whiz, and I was like, ew. And he goes, you don't like Cheese Whiz? I'm like, well, I didn't really grow up on it, so I wasn't really exposed to it. And he goes, it's the best. I'm like, I guess. I don't.
I love Cheese Whiz though, but it has to be the right one. Like, I only like the American cheese one that has the blue lid. Yeah. I don't like the sharp cheddar. I really don't like the bacon one for some reason. It just tastes like dog food.
Like smoke.
It's like the bacon cheese dog treats is what it tastes like to me or whatever. It's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I think Bunny Viper likes the bacon cheese whiz, all whatever. But I like the American cheese one, and I'll get the sour cream and onion Ritz chips, and then I'll put the American cheese whiz right on there. Oh yeah, that's good.
Bunny says she's jealous. Bunny, we'll hang out sometime. One of these days.
Veggies. Yeah. Some veggies just don't work. Like, no matter how much time, I'm never going to like broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. No.
Hello.
I can deal with green beans prepared in one way, maybe two ways. Like, Lady Diane got me to eat green beans. Not a lot of green beans, but she got me to eat green beans.
Oh my gosh.
If there weren't so many nuts in there, I feel like I would have liked the green beans more. Because it was honestly the nuts that kind of threw me off. But she made this it was ghetto green beans or whatever, And it was a recipe that came about when her and her husband were, pouring in college, and where it's like we got green beans, we got a bag of peanuts, and we got Frank's Red Hot. All right, let's just throw it all together and add some salt and and I mean honestly it was pretty good. It was like sauteed green beans with butter, Frank's Red Hot, and some peanuts. And it was all right.
Lady Diane says that you have to come with us. What are your days off? Sundays and what?
Saturdays and Sundays I'm off.
So it'll have to be a Sunday that we all go out to this Chinese restaurant. Not this Sunday. Probably not next Sunday. And then we'll be at the Crown.
Yep. See, Bunny Viper gets me with that. Yep. Green beans sauteed in bacon grease with some onions, some garlic, and some Himalayan sea salt. And you got me. But that's the only time I actually enjoy green beans. And they got to be fresh green beans. They can't be frozen green beans. They can't be coming from a can where you drain all the water out and try and fix them up that way. No, they got to be fresh green beans sauteed that way.
Lady Diane says Sunday is, that's probably a typo. And then yes, next month. Yeah, we'll plan for next month.
No,
we'll go out.
That's not a typo. It's dim sum day.
Okay. Yeah, next month. Okay, next month. We'll plan a Sunday.
Dim sum. And then, dim sum.
And dim sum. I like vegetables. I don't mind vegetables. I'm usually not very picky. I just can't tolerate spicy.
Canned vegetables are gross. Sometimes frozen vegetables work. I haven't tried the Schwann's frozen green beans. And Schwann's does flash freezing. So that's apparently aside from fresh, that's the absolute best you can get. You know, it's flash frozen. So I haven't tried them, but it's I really don't want to buy a massive sack full of green beans just to try them and then end up not liking them,
Right.
Yeah, you got to look up dim sum.
Okay.
It's what's dumpling soup ish?
Oh, okay.
Sort of mixture of everything. It's really good stuff.
Oh, it's a dish. Okay.
Yeah.
Dim sum day. Oh, okay. Got you. Sorry.
And dim sum.
And dim sum. I thought it was a typo. I thought she. Oh. Okay, cool. Sounds good. I might just have to order that now.
What's funny is the first time I heard of the dish dim sum was actually on the Sims 2 game.
Nice.
You could get your sim to learn cooking, and then they could prepare dim sum.
Simply Thai moved to the strip mall by the post office, by the way. Oh, gotcha.
Really?
I didn't know that. I thought they closed. I thought that they retired. Oh, you know what? Now that we're talking about it, I think one of the kids took over. I think the original, the mom and pop, I think they retired, and now it's the kids taking over. I think is what it is. Don't quote me on that. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there you go. Add some garlic, some red pepper flakes, and lemon juice on some green beans. Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
How much longer are we going? Because I have to be on game night in a half an hour, and I'm starving.
Well, we're actually at the 2-hour mark. I just realized that. So, even though Chewy just popped in here at the last moment to say something about dim sum, we're going to have to say goodbye, everybody. I really enjoyed this stream, and thank you, Gina, for being around. And thank you very much, everybody in chat, for hanging out with us.
Yes.
and keeping the conversation going. You want to say goodbye to the people there, Lazuli? No? You just want to say hi to me?
Goodbye.
Well, everybody, I hope to see you over there at Misfits stream for game night. And once again, thank you all for joining us. We'll see you again next week at the same time for another Fishing Friends. Gina,
Yes.
was there anything you wanted to say?
No, that's it. I'll see you over at Misfits channel.
All right. Well, everybody, so long. Thanks for the fish.